Yeah. Hi everyone, welcome to today's live. Today we are live on YouTube. So don't forget to follow us on our YouTube channel. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you everyone for joining us live today. Today is a very special day. We are here. Thank you so much for joining us live here on YouTube here at Ampang. So for those jewelry here in-house with all our jewelry experts, our with over 50 years of experience. It is amazing barang kemas yang anda dapat. It is really a work of art. Alright, so just now if our camera pan over there, we also have pencarian wanita Melayu bersama kami ya. Pencarian wanita Melayu finalist pencarian wanita Melayu 2022. So later I'll probably bring some of you to say hi to them as well. Alright, thank you so much for joining us live. Seperti biasa, jangan lupa untuk share live ini dengan all your friends and family. Alright, so hari ini Rachel akan bawa anda pergi tengok proses-proses. So first process that we will see is actually the melting process. Alright, so first process that we will see, but before that, maybe I can give you a sneak peek. So this room that we have here, this one is actually our setting room. So we did a live previously with Naomi. Ada tunjukkan macam mana the setting process is like. So how the jewelry is set. So maybe we can give them a closer look here. So he setting the jewelry. So we can, so you can see they're setting the jewelry. It is really amazing. So all the jewelry, okay, if you're asking, okay, what kind of setting, it is like diamonds, diamond jewelry, then diamonds on top, that is called setting. So the one that I have here is diamond cut. So these are all different kind of finishes that happen. Finishing that happen is like diamond cut. Like the V I'm wearing this one, so let's give it a close up. So the V ring is a diamond cut. So this is a diamond cut. Alright. Okay, so here at the factory, don't just make jewelry, we also ke patah ke nak trade in kepada trade in untuk barang kemas baru ataupun trade in dapatkan cash. We also do that, so we will bring all those gold right here and we will melt them. So we'll melt them and we will reuse them because they are still gold. We can melt them, we can refine them and kami boleh guna again. So that are some of the processes that we have here in the factory. So we have like setting. So setting is one of the process in the jewelry. So when you want to make a piece of jewelry, first we have to design it. So maybe we can have a quick sneak peek of the design. Alright. So I'm gonna show you. So this is how it's designed. So I'm just going to give you a sneak peek, a really quick sneak peek. So this is how we're going to design. We're going to render as well in 3D so that we can see how it looks like in 3D form. So this is one of our newest design which is coming right up, which is coming really soon. Alright, so this is how one of the processes is like. Alright, okay, so one of the process which is to design first. So here we will design the jewelry first, we'll render, we'll make sure all the measurements are correct because when you make a piece of jewelry, each and every single link has to be the same. It has to be perfect as well so that the jewelry will be perfect. Alright, so this is one of the parts of the early stage of making a jewelry. We will first draw it in 3D, we'll first render it in 3D, then after that we will only cast it. So I'll show you the next part which, come. Alright. Now you see how we do our logo. Alright, so we're going to show you how the gold is melted. So just now there was a packet of gold. So that packet of gold was alright, like and follow us on YouTube. So just now the packet of gold was actually traded in. So people gave us their old didn't want anymore, you can bring it to us, we can melt it and we can refine it and we can make new jewelry as well. So come over. Boleh pinjam ni tak? Nak tunjukkan kepada viewers on YouTube. Okay, so this is how it looks like. This is how a packet of jewelry that has been traded in. So you can see some of them may have been broken, may have been snapped off, but don't worry, boleh je bawa barang kemas anda ke Habib yang berdekatan dengan anda. We will take it, we'll buy it back from you and we will remelt it and reuse it. So alright, so come over to the room. Thank you ya, terima kasih. So it is a little bit crowded, so I'll just let the camera woman go in so you can take it from above. So you can see from above now currently he is putting the gold into the crucible. So he's putting the gold into the crucible. You can see right here he's putting the gold into the crucible. The crucible is up to thousands of degrees Celsius. It's up to thousands of degrees Celsius to melt the gold. So our finalist pencarian wanita Melayu is currently recording as well. So for those of you watching out there, you are very lucky to be with us to watch this process. So you can see he is putting the gold inside and it will be melted. So it will be melted in the crucible of over 2000 degrees Celsius if I'm not wrong. It is over 2000 degrees Celsius. So sangat-sangat panas ya dalam sini. So safety is also our priority. So we'll make sure that all our craftsmen here, they're all properly dressed as well to make sure of the safety. Alright, so when we want to melt gold, our gold have to be very, very clean. And some of the jewelry that we get back from customers or that we buy back, or some of the jewelry pasti ada sikit-sikit daki-daki dalam dia. So when it reach a certain temperature, all this will actually like bubble up on the gold and this will affect the purity of the gold. So what happens is later when it reaches a certain temperature, our craftsman, our expert over here, he will put in a little bit of borax, which you will see later. He will put in a little gold bars. Alright, so we are waiting for a bit for our gold to be melted. So this is a very, very interesting process that we have here. Because of this thing, it's hot over here. Yeah. You know, because of the temperature is very high. Alright, so while we wait for the metal, the gold to melt, I want to show you this next part as well. So this is actually an engraving station. So here we also have an engraving station that you can engrave your jewelry. So we'll get orders to engrave their name in their rings. So for example, we have Safia here, any Safia out there. So we will use our laser to make sure that the engraving is perfect. So we need to make sure by using the laser, So you can see our sifu di sini dah buat engraving for Safia on her bracelet. So here at Habib, we have many different kinds of services for you. We have this engraving service as well, starts from RM8 ya. Untuk engraving services, start from RM8. So we have many orders. So for those who want to engrave your name, please give us a bit of time because we have many engraving orders per day. So this is our engraving station here, and you can see he is arranging it so that he can engrave the inside of the ring. So kami boleh engrave juga ya dalam cincin, boleh engrave dalam cincin, boleh engrave di atas cincin, boleh engrave di atas bracelet. Of course, depending on the jewelry, whether it has space to be engraved or not. So we have here, so our Sifu here, he will be choosing the fonts. He will be, of course, you can let us know if you have any certain font that you like. So we can also have icons untuk anda. So if you want heart shape, nak heart shape ke, nak star shape ke, nak bulan sabit pun boleh ya. So we have different designs that you can choose from. Ada icon-icon yang berbeza yang anda boleh pilih juga. Anda boleh letak nama anda. This is wow, someone say Fatin here. Awesome to have watched your live session. Thank you so much Fatin for joining us live today. Fatin, don't forget to share this live with all your friends and family. Currently, we are giving you a live tour of our showroom here. A showroom, bukan showroom. Our factory. So many times we say showroom, right? Actually, factory. Yeah, we are at the factory, so you can use the fonts. Wow, I wonder who this is. Yeah, SA Love KD. I don't know why SA, the first word that comes to me, Shah Alam. Maybe Siti Aisyah. KD. Khalid Dola. Okay, so we have Siti Aisyah Khalid Dola. So yes, we can do engraving with your names. So you can see, we will definitely clean it really nicely first, and then we'll do engraving. All right. So we're going to show you how the engraving works. It's going to put into the machine so that you can see how the engraving looks like. Yeah? Hi Jurisa, thank you so much for joining our YouTube live today. So hari ini Rachel live dari Habib factory, Habib factory. Today very interesting. We are going to show you how the engraving looks like. So all the engraving we do is very accurate, very accurate. So it's a very accurate process that we do. We want to make sure that all the engraving, they are all made to perfection. So you can see we are using even a lobe, it is a lobe to see, to make sure that the engraving is perfect. Because we want to make sure that your engraved item would be perfect as well. So we will make sure and we'll double check, and you can see the machine now is turning and it is doing the engraving as well. So every single letter, when it is engraved, we will double check to make sure that it is okay. So this is the engraving process. And that is how it is being engraved. So our gold bar is actually poured out already. Maybe we can join them again in the melting room. So here we have our gold bar already melted. Melted and poured out already. So it's melted and poured out already. So that is how it is formed. So we melt the gold. Lepas tu kita akan tuang dalam this like a mold. It's like a mold. So we kind of pour it into the mold, and then that's where the gold bar is formed. But currently, the gold bar that we have here, it is not a perfect 999 gold bar yet. It is not because when we melt the gold, we actually melt all kinds of purity together. So 375, 750, 916, 999. Kita melt semua together, and what happens is we'll actually send to a refinery and we'll refine the gold to 999. So the gold that you see here, this is a mixture of all the golds. Alright, so that is very cool. So we can come back here to our engraving station. Dah habis? Sikit lagi. Okay, sikit lagi untuk engraving. Alright, okay, come. So we're moving on to our next area. So we'll move on to our next area. Alright, so the next batch of gold will be sent for melting. And we have the next batch of our finalists going in to see the melting room as well. All right. Okay. So, can I send existing not new jewelry for engraving? I want to put wedding date inside a wedding ring. Yes, you can, Fatin. You can send your existing not new jewelry for engraving. But oh, that's yeah. Thank you so much. Inside, wow, you can say SA Love KD. Dapat tak? So SA Love KD inside here. So yes, kalau anda ada barang kemas yang anda nak engrave, although it's not. Hi Shiki, thank you so much for joining our YouTube live today. Alright, so actually we have a meeting room that's going on right now. Sneak peek of here. So we just have a quick sneak peek at the door. This one is actually where we do our stream. So for jewelry, we're gonna just give you a close up on it, overview. So if you can see this on the table, the green wax. So all those are actually wax that are wax molds of the jewelry. So what happens is we will make like a mold, something like a mold, and then we will attach it to a wax tree. After we put the wax tree, we will kind of like bake it. We will like bake it. Then after that, we will pour gold inside. So after that, you will have like a gold tree. So that's when we bring it to another section of the factory. They will cut it, they will refine it, they will also polish it, they will also set the diamond. So that's one of the process as well. But I cannot bring you in because now they're working. So I'll give you a sneak peek from outside. Yeah, that's a sneak peek from outside. So that is how the wax tree looks like. Let me see if there's any that is already done. Okay, so no, we do not have any that is already done. So that is the wax, making the wax tree part. So after putting the wax tree, we'll also cover it with one of these. So we'll cover it, and then one for joining our YouTube live here. So currently we are here in our factory. We're here in our factory, and it's a really, really amazing place to see how the jewelry comes out into life. So currently, I think let's go into the melting room again. All right, so let's see. So just now the gold bar that was melted. So this is how it is. So our finalists are all touching it. We are so excited to touch this.
So excited.
So exciting. How does it feel like to touch that gold bar just now?
I feel like orang kaya, you know, because I tak pernah tengok jongkong emas yang fresh tau, yang
So it's
betul-betul baru
fresh.
keluar. Yeah.
Yes, alright.
Done.
Done. Wow. Okay, show to the camera. So this is how the gold bar looks like. Feel kaya? Feel kaya.
They touch it, they feel so solid.
So sorry, can I touch it also?
Why not?
Wow. Oh, tak panas already?
Tak panas because we already clean it.
Oh, I see. So let's go over there.
Okay, why not? Okay, you can touch it.
There is a question. They said that you put all the jewelry together. How do you know that the jewelry is one is 2916, how is it in carats, one is
Okay, before we do, like, after we collect from showroom, they will do a check first. So it is all 916, 18 karat, you already stated there. Then after that, we do the melting. Okay?
You melt them separately.
Yes, we melt them separately. After that, we do the melting. This bar is only after melting. This is 916. This is not pure gold yet. We haven't go for refine, right? This bar, we will cut a small piece here to do acid test again to make sure this bar is 916.
So okay, you can change this bar into 24 karat gold.
Yes. Then this bar, we will go for refine and become 24 karat.
Find it here?
No, refine don't do here because it's another plant. So the refining process, after that they will come out with the 24 karat gold. Okay, so okay, the melting part we have finished. We wait for the second group, then we can process to the model making part.
Model making.
Yes. Okay.
Model making is, what is model making?
Let everybody come together. Let everybody come together. Ya, namanya tak sabar. I kena hantar ni dulu. Kalau tak, orang lagi tak sabar.
Alright, so the gold bar that you saw just now is a 916 gold bar. So what happens if we will collect all the gold from you? Kami akan terima semua barang kemas daripada anda. Whether 375, 750, but after that we'll do a test first. Make sure which purity it is. We'll melt it accordingly. So now that gold bar that you saw just now, it is all a 916 gold bar. Yes, one a 916 gold bar. So we will also cut a small piece so you can see it's actually a very big cutter. Later I'll show you. Yeah, very big. They'll cut a small piece to do an SS. After they do the test, that's where we can double check whether the whole gold bar is 916 or not. So for 916, currently, to make jewelry, we'll always start actually with 999 gold. So what happens is we'll send it to the refinery, which is a separate place. So we'll send it to the refinery. The refinery will refine it into 24 karat gold or 999 gold. So that is how the process is like. Alright, so we will be moving actually on to where we will make the model or where the but actually we already have one here. So maybe I can this is our YouTube channel, yeah, our YouTube channel. Alright, so you can see that our craftsman here, he is joining them together. So he's joining them together and he will be So you can see the process is very, very tedious and very, very intricate. You really do require really steady hand to make sure. So boleh nampak di sini proses dia sedang join ya, dia sedang joinkan. So this is currently now made with wax. After this, it will be made with gold. So this is a very therapeutic. It's very therapeutic also to watch them join. It is so fine. So now they nampak the red color. You pick up that little bit of wax, and then he will join the parts together. So some parts are too fine or too intricate, we will need to do it manually. So of course we also have molds that you can use where they can just cast it. But for more intricate designs like this, we will need to have we'll need to do it a little bit more manual, like what he's doing, how he joined it together. Yeah. So this is how he does it. So he'll pick up a little bit of wax and then he will join it together. It's such an interesting process. So after you see like the processes that they do here, you'll realize that really every single piece of jewelry is a work of art. Memang it is a work of art. From the process of designing it, from the process of making it, to casting it, to making the model. He will be doing it part by part. So you can see how intricate the design is, how intricate each part has to be connected. If let's say the connection is not correct, when we put it to cast with gold, then the jewelry will not look perfect. So he will have to make sure that the design is perfect. Alright, Rachel, I want to have tour too, but I'm not Miss Habib. I would love to see the art of making jewelry. Fatin, this is why you can watch it live with us here on our YouTube channel. We'll sometimes do it on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok as well. So don't forget to follow us there, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Because we'll occasionally do tours like this. So jangan risau ya, kalau nak tengok boleh je tonton dekat live. We also make videos as well on our YouTube, so you can watch our videos on YouTube where we bring you through each on every process. Alright, maybe I can go over to to our pencarian wanita finalists and ask them if, let's say, what is their favorite part. Okay. Hi. Can we ask you some questions on our YouTube live right now? All right, so maybe I can ask all of you, which is the part where fascinated you the most? Part yang mana?
What's fascinated me the most is the very first process where this guy behind, if you can see, he is molding the mold, how to create the design, and that's like the most essential, I think. And because you have to be really precise on how you design the mold of the particular design, because if the mold is wrong, then the whole design and collection could be wrong, So I think that is really fascinating to me because it's really, really detailed on how the staff is doing it, and not even a single mistake can be done, So I think it's really cool. Yeah.
It is very cool. So I can see they are all over there to look as well. It is very cool. So just now we also showed them. All right, how about you? Okay, part yang manakah yang paling fascinating for you?
Okay. The part is yang I tengok masa dia leburkan emas tu, like diorang dah explain yang kita ada 24 karat, 18 karat and 916, right? Okay, so gold tu diasingkan untuk menjadikan satu gold bar, which is interesting. I thought like they mix together, so I learn a new thing lah daripada situ.
Wow,
Yeah.
amazing. Alright, okay, how about you? Okay, part yang manakah paling fascinating?
I think the part that I was expecting more is when the gold is melt, because this is my first time I watching this in front of my eyes, I witness it with my eyes. So this is, I think, the part when we melt the gold and we see the gold is like a lava a bit, and then we made like macam like ada like the bubble you can see, and when they dah settle and you can see the bar gold. It's really interesting. Also, my first time watching it.
Your first time. All right. Okay. So now they're cutting the gold. We are wow. Okay. So camera, we're gonna go see. Like cookies, because it's 916 gold, so sangat lembut, right? Chocolate bar. Okay, another one. So the process that we're seeing here, he is going to cut the gold bar, yeah? Dia akan potong gold bar tu. You can see it's a really big piece of scissors, like a scissors, like a cutter.
Memang that is the only way to cut gold bar.
We have, of course, we have like this one up here as well. Boleh juga. That one is more fascinating.
Kan?
Yes.
Takkan return dekat lantai macam tu je tu tak?
Yeah.
Tapi keras.
So inside the gold bar, sangat shiny, right? Because it's so shiny, yeah.
Just the inside dia punya, outside dia je sebab dia baru masuk dekat bekas ni.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
For outside tadi, after they pull out like hitam-hitam,
Hitam,
right?
yes,
Yeah,
hitam.
after that they knock, then all the hitam go off, then inside so shiny.
So shiny.
So shiny, so amazing.
Don't judge a book by its cover.
Betul.
You don't have to judge. This is gold already. Dia jahat. Betul. You must relate. This thing is our life tau.
Yeah, betul. Okay, can you tell our viewers again what's the lesson we learned today?
Okay, the lesson we learn today is don't judge a book by its cover.
Betul.
Biarpun luarnya buruk, dalamnya pasti cantik dan bersinar. Jadi begitulah kita terapkan dalam hidup kita. Jangan cepat menilai orang. Tak semestinya buruk di luaran, di dalam dia sangat baik.
Gitu. Alright, that is so amazing. Alright, moving on to the next station. Okay. So fascinating.
How do you feel about the melting process?
Excited.
Okay. We start some more excited item, okay? Okay, here we have received some new design. Let's say we received this order to make a new design.
So alright, if let's say we receive a new order, so
Masterpiece.
either a custom made or we want to produce it for our
More
showroom.
than one piece. But before we do this, we have to decide whether this item to use handcraft by silver to become a master, or we decide to do with handcraft into wax. Okay, later I show you how this thing happens. And now technology change, right? We use a 3D pen. Here is a 3D pen. They are doing this design. So, Mr. Thompson here, maybe you just try to do something from
Alright, so like what I showed you in the earlier part of the live. So currently we are doing the 3D rendering of the design. So when we get like an order, so sometimes we may get customized order also, because here at Habib we can customize orders for you. So if you want to customize a certain piece, let's say you want to customize a bracelet or a ring or a necklace or anything at all, we can also customize for you. So we have our designers and we have our 3D renders here to render the design out for you.
You know, the beauty of the ring, they also have to, because if you look at it, it's just only a flat.
So when you meet our designers at our showrooms, they will give maybe like a 2D drawing of it. But of course, how to imagine how the jewelry looks like here when at the 3D rendering, we'll render it in the 3D. So it literally brings the jewelry into real life. So this is how it will look like in real life. So all the measurements.
After you do a 3D cut, you can see like the real picture already, real item already. Because
So yes, when we do the 3D, it looks as though that it looks like how it looks like real life. So we can also from here see how to make it fit the hand. We can also make sure it looks perfect when you wear it. So you can see here we have some of the diamonds piece and some of the high polish piece.
the design will be done by our designer. And after the designer is another. The designer after they do ready, then they say this design is selected. That's why I say we've got 3 ways of doing a master. So either we use this pad, but nowadays usually using technology kita kena guna pad most of the time. But you also can see special handmade items yang guna tangan. I will show you afterwards. Sure. Okay? So here at least you understand all this, because this is like technology already. You can see on YouTube, no problem.
Can I ask? Okay, after dia buat this 3D printing, adakah dia akan keluarkan like mold dulu? I mean like using a plastic?
Dia akan keluarkan wax juga.
Oh, wax.
Sekarang ada 3D printing dalam wax.
Oh, okay. So dia buat guna wax.
Nanti akan tunjuk bila kita dekat waxing, I akan tunjuk you different type of wax. Okay, so you will see kalau 3D punya wax macam mana, kita punya wax macam mana, and the wax yang kita craft macam mana. Dia ada 3 jenis.
Ada 3 jenis.
Yes. Okay, because dia punya softness, dia punya hardness, dia lain-lain. Okay, material pun dia lain.
So this is the process before kita buat dekat pure gold lah. I see.
Because dia keluar wax, lepas tu kita kena casting into gold. That's why today, afterward, I will show you how they do the casting. Okay? So, okay, let's go and see how the model making where we...
Alright, let's go and see the model making. So when we make a piece of jewelry, before we cast it into gold, we have many processes before that as well. So currently now we're going to go to the model making. Model, like jewelry model, not model. Macam tu. Alright. So alright, hold on, sorry yeah. Okay, come in.
Don't worry.
All right. Okay. So here we can see that we have received an order.
Just now the one is 3D tag. Even this one also can do 3D tag, but this one is more simple. Therefore, we can go gonna handmade. From this picture, it becomes arranged in gold. Okay? So when they receive this design, they have to study this design and check the batu. All the batu size, okay, according to customer data, because this is customer order. So we will do according to the material yang dibagikan. Okay? So this is a 750 white gold item. Okay? So we will request gold to do it by hand. Then how we do from the ketul logo become a ring. Right? So
Wow. Did you all see the fire? Wow.
it means when we request gold from our factory, this thing is for my the finished item needs to must dalam below 6 grams. The finished item below 6 grams. So dia akan ambil gold dalam 30 grams. Gold 30 grams to do this thing. Okay? So dia kena melt ini gold. Tapi meltingnya bukan macam tadi. Meltingnya lebih kecil. Dia akan guna macam cuba macam kecil. Okay? Dia akan melt hand free. Okay? Tengok itu api, the api is gas bersih. Dia bukan sekarang gas masak. So LPG. Sini guna hydrogen atau guna argon. Because more clean. Okay? So,
We are melting the gold here so that he can use it to make into jewelry. So currently he's custom making a piece here.
Betul tak? Itu untuk roll tu. Okay? Then lepas dia roll, dia akan buat. Dia akan roll according to size yang dia nak. What is the mm size, what is the thickness, semua. Lepas tu baru they form into the ring shape. Okay? Then after they form the ring shape, they have to do this cloth, right? Okay, this cloth, from this cloth to besar kan? Dia nak jadikan wire macam ni. How they do it? Okay, just now you saw under the notice board there's one bench there kan? Bench there kan? Oh ya, dia tarik. So can you manual tarik? So our gentleman, our husband, they are always okay, because the floor is for the cement batu. So you have to see what size of the block. Kalau batunya besar, dia kena besar. Kalau dia kecil, nampak ke? Fikir datang nampak. Want to try? Can I? Want to try? Dia kena guna tray eh? Okey, I guna. Dah tolak kan? Mana tolak tray?
Alright, let's.
Ini kotor. Oh my god. Uncle, macam mana you buat?
Internal strike. Bao they make from raw gold become a transaction. Okay? This bag is order making. That means you got special order. Here we can see. Dulu tak ada 3D. Dulu master also use this way to do. Okay? So another one I try, I just now I just out other something like this. Wax. You know wax also. Over there. Yes.
Alright, thank you so much for joining us live here from our factory. I hope you all enjoy. If you want to know more, don't forget to check out our Instagram and Facebook. We'll share some updates there as well. We also have videos on our YouTube channel showing the processes here in the factory. Alright, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!